That's quite crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, just a nice wide. People like the scenery.
Oh, nearly stabbed my eye with a stick.
Gonna need a little breath.
Yeah, I do. We're so out of shape. Oh. Buenos dias, muchachos.
1, 2, 3.
Delicious Creations.
Hello, welcome back.
Hi. Sorry, I looked over that way because there's a car park just there. We're in the middle of a...
No, we're not. We're miles away from anything.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
this
what
is
he
in the
says.
middle of nowhere.
I'm just still looking because I know that camera's just tipped up.
Oh. You bugger. That was with your powerful Cuban.
I was going to say, that'll be bloody brilliant because we can do that with that camera. Should we do the intro again?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Delicious Creations!
That's who we are.
That's who we
Al,
are. You know
Mark,
it.
camera boy.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
No gang sign. Oh! We're having a mare. The list of things to do.
No pre-warning.
I need you to be fresh.
Okay.
Like, whose line is it anyway?
Okay. Madre del Dios, this is a turn for the worst.
In the episode this week, you'll have seen that we finished the fuming and then we lacquer it.
That's dog shit. I've stood in a dog shit.
Al, come and clean this one too.
Oh, that's ruined it for me. Is that it there? Don't get it in your eyes, Mark. Anyway, back with you. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully everything stopped falling over and pointing at
Delicious Creations!
Delicious Creations! That's what we're about. Garbagey everything.
Yay! So, what I think might be quite good is if you could just explain what the fuming gives to the chair. Is it the fuming that gives the chair the look, or is it the lacquer?
I suppose it's like any finishing process usually involves several steps. And that chair, I think, so I call it a chair, it's a throne, isn't it? That throne, I think it would have come out pretty well if we just lacquered it onto the timber that we had without doing the fuming process. But we had a brief, the brief that we set ourselves was to make the throne look aged. And what it's done is that fuming process, I think I've got a way of describing this, I'm going to finish what I'm saying now but then get to that. But I think it's unified the entire throne in terms of finish. It's brought all of those differing elements together and tied them all together and really made them sing. So fuming, the point I was just alluded to, I think fuming is a step in a finishing process. I would never leave a piece of timber fumed without then doing a finish to it. And you know, I've done fuming on some really quite crazy woods. I've done it on yew, English yew, and you know, it goes a green colour, a really quite bizarre green colour, and then over time oxidizes to an incredibly dark colour. You know, within a week or two it's changed again. And what I'd say to anyone is get yourself a Tupperware. Get yourself a Tupperware tub. Get yourself a Tupperware tub. You know, pop some samples of wood in there, you know, whatever they might be. Just try it on anything. I don't think you can do it on pine or woods that don't have tannic acid in them. And just see, you know, the longer you leave it in there, the darker it gets. But there is a cut-off point where you're not going to go any darker beyond.
When you were fitting the bolts that fixed the seat into the chair, you had a few problems, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, one of the fundamental problems, and I went to kind of YouTube myself after this, and the research I'd done had always shown closing rivets in like metal shipbuilding, and they'd shown it with the rivet red hot. And my problem was that putting the red hot rivet through that oak would have essentially burnt the oak and then made that rivet a sloppy fit. So what I did is, since then, I've been online and researched. There's some guys in Sweden that are making this huge Viking ship. I mean, it's like 65 metres long or something. They build that boat in the style that they call clinker built. And I've known that, and I thought it was the planks, but it's not. It's the closing of a rivet. So they drive the rivet through the boat, or a nail through the boat closed, They put the washer over the other end, they snip it off to a set measurement off the washer, snip it off with bolt cutters, and then the process, clinkering, is hitting that end of the nail 100 times, they say in that film, with a hammer to round over and form the other side of that rivet holding it. So that would be how...
Is that hot then?
No, it's not hot. It's all done cold. All cold forged, yeah.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, I wish I'd seen that before.
That's going to be wear and tear, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's how the Vikings did it. And, we kind of alluded to the Vikings in this thing quite a few times. So, we'll return to that, I think.
In regards to the Viking look, does the lacquer look fit with the Viking look?
Well, I think...
How would they have finished it? Pig's blood?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a Viking.
I thought you knew everything.
Well, I don't know, actually, because, I think we probably don't know how they'd have finished it. I mean, I would presume that... Well, carved. There would have been a carved finish, which is quite a high finish anyway. There was no such thing as... I mean, I think they used shark skin as sandpaper, so I don't know whether they'd have polished it. But they might have beeswax, probably.
Right.
Something like that. I've read quite a few books on, Viking furniture, and actually that's a really funny thing. I don't think any of them have mentioned...
A finish,
other than... It's just been left out, maybe because the things have been found in peat bogs and it's just wood now. There's no finish, I don't know.
No.
Maybe
if someone knows,
oh, brilliant!
Wow!
I saw that one. Yeah.
Woo!
Dayshed Creations, tying in
with stuff and
with
things.
various things.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Next question.
So we got a question from Michael. Michael Blenkinsop.
Michael Blenkinsop. God, has he found us? All right, Mike, how you doing, mate? Nice to hear from you.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your question?
When you were quenching those bolts, was that oil you were using or water?
It was water.
Yeah.
Stinking horrible water, that's been in there for 6 months. Just water. I think water is a more aggressive quench than oil. And it was just mild steel, so there was no need to... Some tool steels you oil quench, or some high carbon steels you oil quench. I think to soften the hardening process, those were just mild steel, so bang, straight into the water. I'm like... Chris Packham, and this is like Springwatch, and you're going, what's that bird? And I'm like, then poof, it's that bird.
If you're not from the UK, you might not know what Springwatch is.
It's where we watch spring on TV.
That's what
because we can't be asked to get outside.
Yeah,
we watch.
It's rubbish. You see, you stand in muckment.
I'd
stay indoors.
Yeah, I would. It's rubbish. I mean, this forest is quite oppressive, actually.
So we're going to do some shout-outs?
Shout-outs. Some shout-outs.
I'm going to say their name.
Okay, and I'm going to shout them out.
No, and then you're going to say something, because we know a few of them.
Yeah, already.
You've probably seen the comments.
Yeah.
I'm going to say what they've done, and then you're going to be like, zinger them.
What do you mean zinger them?
Well, if I was to say...
With a KFC zinger burger. Whoa!
Yeah. I'm going to say... We'd like to say thank you to Finn McLaughlin.
Who the hell is he? Like that?
Yeah.
Zinger
Kate
him.
Reynolds.
What?
Okay. Who else have we got here? Strange Life with Mickey.
I actively dislike him. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mike. Keep watching, mate.
So, and we've also got some new fans.
Yeah, new ones. Oh, great.
The Web Gents, they put top work for a first episode. We'll definitely watch more. Thank you, Top Gents.
Thank you very much, guys.
We're a couple of Top Gents.
Yeah. Oh, right.
What?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Last couple of shout-outs are for Chris and Caroline Johnson. Caroline wanted us to make the crossbow.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she was like,
cool.
She's a bloodthirsty lady.
Canadians love a crossbow. Yeah.
And then Chris sent one in, and it's actually about some of your machinery. It says, is AGW an antique make of bandsaw? I've looked for it and can't find anything on the interwebs.
Well,
I think he wants to know what the G stands for.
The G. Oh, so he's bringing that into this.
He is.
Well, what it is AGW, Alistair Genghis Watson.
Genghis.
That's me.
So there you go.
Yeah, it stands for Alistair Genghis Watson. As you well know, you cheeky little monkey.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just say goodbye.
Yeah.
So long. Farewell.
Adios, muchachos. From Dirty Shed Creations.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye. Wow. It's kind of sucked the life out of me. No, it hasn't at all. The dog poo sucked the life out of me.
Oh, it was a bit horrendous. That,
Yeah, I think that's kind of. I just noticed like a dirty, stinking fly, just like.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What's that? A toffee?" No,
I
it
gave
was a
him
poo.
the day off.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So, what do you reckon?